Everyone, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today I'm going to be doing Kawaki from the Boruto manga series, or the anime series. Not a lot of him in the anime. Has he been introduced in the anime? I think just maybe at the start. So it's portrait, so we'll start with his right eye. Middle of the page, come over, and we'll start with his top eyelid. So real long eyelid, real sort of curvy, skinny eyes he has. Kind of gives him that dark look, I think, because eventually he probably becomes the big spoilers, no spoilers for anyone, but the big villain. So real long, slender, pointy at the end, and then in under there we have the semicircle for his iris, like that, and then the pupil just there. Bottom eyelid, so comes back around from this one, real pointy, comes back to the tear duct just there, and then you could do a line just for that tear duct just in there. Here's a line above for his eyelid just on top, kind of like that, and maybe we could thicken up just this a little bit just to show its eyelashes sort of here as well. Then he has just a little line just on the side of his eye just here, and then his eyebrow comes up. So in the style of the manga drawn, it's kind of hairy lines that just come up along that eye. So they're kind of curving around here, and then they come up this way, following the shape for his eye, and they get real pointy at the end. Real just dots just there. So probably when he's in the anime, it'll be just like a drawn thing, like a drawn shape, but it's just hairlines in the manga that I'm looking at. So he's a brow line, so it's kind of frowning line just coming up from that, and then an inner line just to show where his nose kind of is, the center of his nose just there. And under this eye he has that X symbol, so it's like an X just like that, and then the ends join here. So now we come over, measure about an eye distance again. So it's human eye, the distance between their eyes is another eye from tear duct to tear duct. So you'll just do cross, and this will come up again. Similar fashion, real slender, curving line, pointy at the end. And then his iris underneath, and a pupil just in there. He has a piece of hair that comes down over this, but we'll draw it in after. This is real pointy in at the tear duct. And then his bottom eyelid again comes down up and touches that side also. Might just thicken up this line a little bit just to show that it's got eyelashes and stuff on. And then we do the same sort of lines that are on this side as well. So he has just a line on this side of his eye here, tear duct maybe just there, and then top eyelid line coming all the way across to here. Of course he has piercings on this side, and then his eyebrow, similar to this one, hairy lines that go this direction and get real pointy and dotty at the end. He's a black piece of hair that covers most of this anyway, but if you were doing it with pencil you could rub it out. I would recommend pencil first. He has this other shape on the other side for his eye, for his kind of his nose coming where his eye comes into his nose. Similar shape to this one. So it comes down kind of this way. So you can see he's got sort of a real dark look about him. Right, we'll come down, add nostrils, very easy. That's all it is for his nose. And then his mouth comes down from there. Just a slim line. Like that. A line just to show his bottom lip. Just there. And then his chin. Just underneath there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. And then this comes up to his jaw, his ears, and then around to his hair. So his jaw will come up to about there. Same over here. And it'll curve around to his ear. So his earlobe starts here, earlobe starts here on that one. I actually forgot the piercings over here. We'll do that now. So they're like, so we've a ball with a ball behind it. Just there. And then there's hoops that come out of them, go into his skin. So just 1, 2. And then this one comes around, 2. Goes into his skin, and then we can just see one of those just there on that side. Right, so back to his ears. Back up, curving around like that. Same over here. This should line up just about. And he has just sideburns that come up the side of his head just here. And of course, inside his ear, you have all those lines. Simplest way is just the letter J, you know, the easiest way to do it. Like that. With that sort of J. That's all some people need. But if you want more detail, you just start adding extra lines. Come like this. And then maybe some hatching just to show some shadow. He's a stud at piercing, just there. Piercing over here also. You can add some more lines in his ear on this one too. Okay, we're getting there. Right, so we'll do his hair. So we have hair comes up, shaved all on the side of his head. Here as well. And this comes up this way also. And it meets a big black fringe that he has. So let's see, we'll do the fringe first, I guess. Right, so we'll start here. We have a spike here coming down. Just like that. Now there's a big one that comes down towards the middle of his face, down towards his nose. Like that. And then this one comes back up. Just to there. And then we have another one that comes down, like I said, comes down past this eye. And then this one will go back up this direction. And of course all in there is just black dark hair. This small spike comes up. So that'll all be covered. And then this will come in like that. If you're doing this with a pencil, you can just rub those out if you wanted to colour it in. But you can just colour over it. So that's his fringe. That's the piece of hair that comes down the front. And then the bits that go around the back. So spikes out here. to there, spikes up, and it's going to go around his head now. So we're going to come around this direction. A little spike sticks up here. Kind of another one there. And around. Another spike coming this way now. Spike. All hair sticking up, and then we go down. And then comes across this shaved part and joins that spike. And if you wanted, then you could just add some kind of dashes to show that this is a shaved part under here. And the same over this side. Right, so Kawaki has a big collar that comes down so around his neck, just here, and it comes into the middle. So there's two lines that come straight down from his jaw. One. And then the other one kind of follows this, so it comes down from here and just goes that way. And in here we can see his t-shirt and his collarbone for his neck and stuff. So collarbone there, and maybe a line just for neck muscle just there and there. Then there's a t-shirt, so it just curves around up into there, and there's some like fold lines. And another one just here. You can add some hatching if you wanted, just under his chin, just to show some shadow in around there. You don't have to though, you could just color it in a darker color. And the rest of his collar, so starting back up here at his head, real big collar, so it comes down from there. Big jacket. Then it travels in to there, comes back to about there, curves around like that. You can come over and do something similar over here. So it curves down past his ear, back this way, real big, travels in down to about there, and then we go back this way and then down off my page there. There's buttons on it, so there's a button here, there's a button here, there's a button here, and here. And then we can see just the rim of that just here. Some little dots at the end, rim, dots at the end, and rim down here, rim, dots at the end, just to show some, I suppose, some texture, some shapes and bumps and things. This way too, some dots. Up here as well. There. And then there's like stripes. So dark sections and light sections. So 2 lines here. And then 2 up here. And when you meet this bump, it kicks up and goes down to show it's going over a bump. Another one here, kicks up, goes down. In there's dark. And then another one here, kicks up, goes down. Another one here, kicks up, goes down. And then up here, kicks up, goes down, kicks up, and goes down. We can see just his shoulders, just here. And then another shoulder just lines up, just here, slightly higher than this one. Lines up kind of with his eye, just there. Comes down and goes off my page just there. And maybe you can see he's got torn off sleeves. So we can just see maybe one just in there. That would make sense, I think. And then his armpit. Maybe some shadow in there. Let's see. Just gonna add maybe some more hatching just in here. But that's the basic idea. Kawaki from Boruto. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.